Okay, so good morning, students. Once again, you are welcome in social science lecture. Today, we will continue with chapter number 6 of history, the revolt of 1857. So, today, we are going to take a case study of Awadh. Okay, so let's see. So, this was one of the biggest princely states of India. Okay, Nawabs used to rule here. So, the East India Company annexed the state of Awadh in 1856. So 1856 and the revolt started in 1857, a year after. It means this was also one of the reasons behind the revolt. This created a lot of ill will as many landed noblemen and talukdars were left landless. So these are the noblemen and talukdar, these are the officials or the persons who were responsible for collecting taxes and looked after a particular area during the rule of Nawabs. Okay, and the house of the Nawab was in a complete shambles. After the annexation, Awadh was placed under Chief Commissioner Sir Henry Lawrence. So after the British East India Company annexed Awadh, means mix their territory, captured their territories and bring them under their own control, they appointed there a chief commissioner. Okay, so the first chief commissioner of Awadh was Sir Henry Lawrence. Wazid Ali Shah, the then Nawab, was imprisoned and exiled to Calcutta. Okay, so the Nawab at that time was Wazid Ali Shah. He was sent to Calcutta in exile. In the revolt of 1857, the son of Wazid Ali Shah, 14-year-old Brijesh Kadra, was crowned the ruler. Begum Hazrat Mahal, along with her son Brijesh Kadra, led the revolt. Okay, you can see that the only 14-year-old kid was made the ruler and he led the revolt. Sir Henry was killed in the hostilities. Soldiers of the company who were recruited from Awadh, along with some of the nobility of the state, were major players in the events of 1857. So, a large part of the British Indian Army was made up of soldiers from this state, Awadh. Okay, so that's why when Awadh soldiers declared revolt or they just started rebellion, then it was difficult for the British East India Company to manage the affairs. Sir Henry Lawrence, who was just made the chief commissioner of the Awadh state, was killed in the revolt. The rebels took control of Awadh and it took the British 18 months to reconquer the region. So, once the rebellions, the soldiers who rebelled against the British in Awadh, they captured Awadh, okay, and they remained ruling there for 1.5 years, okay, a period which included the famous siege of Lucknow. It had become a hotbed of the revolt as a lot of people had joined forces with the sepoys. Following the rebellions, defeat, Kadra and other rebel leaders escaped to Nepal. So ये जो कादरा थे, ब्रिजेश कादरा, 14-year-old रूलर, रिवोल्ट के 1.5 साल बाद जब रिवोल्ट इनकी डिफीट हुई, तो ये सब जो मेजर लीडर्स थे यहाँ के अवध के, वो नेपाल एस्केप कर गए. Awadh was placed under a chief commissioner. So once again, it was placed under a chief commissioner. The previous chief commissioner, that is Henry Lawrence, was killed, okay, and was governed as a British province. Now it was made a British province. Earlier it was a princely state. The Nawab, the Nepal Darbar was rewarded with the Tarai to the north of Bhadej, which covered large tracts of valuable forests and grazing land in 1860 in recognition of the services they rendered during the revolt. In 18 in 1860 in 1877, the offices of Lieutenant Governor of the Northwestern Province and Chief Commissioner of Awadh were combined in the same person. बाद में जो है चीफ कमिश्नर और लेफ्टिनेंट गवर्नर की जो पावर्स थी वो उनको एक ही पोस्ट में मिला दिया गया, एक ही पर्सन को हैंड ओवर कर दी गई. एंड इन 1902 when the new name of United Provinces of Agra and Awadh was introduced. Okay, so new name of United Provinces of Agra and Awadh was introduced. The title of Chief Commissioner was dropped. तो चीफ कमिश्नर का टाइटल बाद में उन्होंने ड्रॉप कर दिया और यूनाइटेड आगरा और अवध को मिला के एक यूनाइटेड प्रोविंस बना दी गई. ओके, now let's discuss some of the effects of the revolt. So what were the effects of this revolt? So the major effect was that the charge of India or the rule of India was handed over to the crown, that is the British crown. The British Parliament passed a new act in 1858, means when this revolt was over, and transferred the powers of the East India Company to the British Crown in order to ensure a more responsible management of Indian affairs. A member of the British cabinet was appointed Secretary of State for India and made responsible for all matters related to the governance of India. उसी के साथ उन्होंने क्या किया कि ब्रिटिश पार्लियामेंट के अंदर एक जो उनका मिनिस्टर था उसको इंडिया का चार्ज दे दिया गया, उसको पोस्ट दे दी गई सेक्रेटरी ऑफ स्टेट फॉर इंडिया. ओके, he was given a council to advise him called the Indian Council. The Governor General of India was given the title of Viceroy. ना जो गवर्नर जनरल था इंडिया का उसको वायसराय का टाइटल दे दिया गया. ओके, ही वाज कन्वर्टेड टू वायसराय ऑफ इंडिया, दैट इज अ पर्सनल रिप्रेजेंटेटिव ऑफ द क्राउन. और ये जो वायसराय होते हैं ये क्राउन के, महारानी के, क्योंकि वहाँ पर महारानी राज करती है ब्रिटेन में, उनके नाम से सारा जो सिस्टम चलता है वहाँ का, तो उनका डायरेक्ट रिप्रेजेंटेटिव या पर्सनल रिप्रेजेंटेटिव उनको वायसराय को माना जाता है. Through these measures, the British government took over the administration of the country. So in this way, after 1857, the British government took over the administration of our country, that is India. All ruling chiefs of the country were assured that their territory would never be annexed in future. So British government ने ensure किया, surety दी इंडियन रूलर्स को कि उनकी टेरिटरीज आगे जाके कभी भी एनेक्स नहीं की जाएंगी जब तक वो ब्रिटिश की बातें मानते रहेंगे. They were allowed to pass on their kingdoms to their heirs. Heirs होता है हमारे आने वाली पीढ़ी, संतान. ठीक है, तो उन्होंने अब जो इंडियन किंग्स हैं वो आने वाले अपने अडॉप्टेड किंग सन्स को और या दूसरे नेचुरल हायर्स को अपनी किंगडम सौंप सकते थे. However, they were made to acknowledge the British Queen. बस उनको ये करना था कि उनको ब्रिटिश क्वीन को भी अपना सोवरेन पैरामाउंट मानना था. Thus, the British Indian rulers were to hold their kingdoms as subordinates of the British Crown. It was decided that the proportion of Indian soldiers in the army would be reduced and the number of European soldiers would be increased. It was also decided that instead of recruiting soldiers from Awadh, Bihar, Central India, and South India, more soldiers would be recruited from among the Gurkhas, Sikhs, and Pathans. अब उन्होंने क्या किया, दो डिसीजन लिया आर्मी के बारे में भी. एक तो कि इंडियन सोल्जर्स का जो टोटल रेशो है इंडियन और ब्रिटिश की उसको बराबर किया जाएगा. इंडियन सोल्जर्स की जो क्वांटिटी या नंबर है उसको कम किया जाएगा और इंडियन आर्मी में गुरखा, सिख्स और पठान्स को रिक्रूट किया जाएगा. The British decided to respect the customary religious and social practices of the people in India. Policies were made to protect landlords and zamindars and gave them security of rights over their lands. So जमींदारों को उनकी लैंड की जो सिक्योरिटी दे दी गई इसके अलावा जो ब्रिटिश ने डिसाइड किया कि वो इंडिया के धार्मिक मामलों में और सामाजिक मामलों में दखल नहीं देंगे। नाउ व्हाई डिड द रिवोल्ट फेल? अब जो ये इतना बड़ा रिवोल्ट हुआ था जिसमें सोल्जर्स ने इतना ज़्यादा पार्टिसिपेट किया लार्ज नंबर्स में, आखिर वो रिवोल्ट फेल किस लिए हुआ? नाउ द रिवोल्ट failed to gain momentum as many of the native Indian states, influenced by the example of powerful Hyderabad, did not join the rebels. ज़्यादातर जो इंडियन स्टेट्स थी वो उन्होंने इसको ज्वाइन ही नहीं किया रिवोल्ट को। ओके, इट वाज मेनली कन्फाइंड टू उत्तर प्रदेश, दिल्ली, बिहार एंड सेंट्रल इंडिया, ये कुछ हिस्सों में ही जो है रहा। द सिख सोल्जर्स ऑफ द पंजाब एरिया रिमेन लॉयल टू द ब्रिटिश थ्रू आउट। सिख सोल्जर्स जो थे पंजाब के, वो जो है ब्रिटिश गवर्नमेंट के प्रति लॉयल रहे, उन्होंने विद्रोह नहीं किया। बहादुर शाह वाज नीदर अ ब्रेव जनरल नॉर astute leader of the people, but the most significant reason was the lack of a common program and plan of action. Moreover, the people who led the revolt lacked resources and well planned organization. इसके अलावा जो मेन कारण था वो था कि ये एक वेल प्लान नहीं था, सभी ने रिवोल्ट करने वालों ने आपस में मिलकर एक प्लानिंग नहीं की थी। दूसरा, उनके पास रिसोर्सेज की भी कमी थी। ओके, सो दीज वर द मेन मेजर रीजंस responsible for the failure of this great revolt or our first battle of independence.